Yeah, we up in here. It's the Nempathy Show right here on SmokeBreakLive.tv.
I can't take the smoke.
Got the one and only Brian B. Known in the building.
Don't you know no good?
I go by the name of Sonic Boom TV.
Sonic Boom.
Yeah, man, it's the Nempathy Show. This is gonna be a good show. Normally it's all men. Mm-hmm. This is an evening we're gonna bring the ladies on so they can defend themselves. You know,
I'll be defending y'all.
Yeah, man. You know, the Nempathy Show, right? What does Nempathy stand for? It's we're not necessarily empathetic to you causing your own situations and problems, right? We're empathetic, right? We're gonna tell you straight to your face, like, you are the problem. You're the common denominator in this situation. If 5 niggas ain't shit and you dealt with all them niggas, then would that make you?
Because what happened was my father wasn't in my life. And that be the dudes talking. Like, sir.
Yo, Doug Bennett in the building, man. What's good with you?
Point 'em out.
This is episode 69, number 69. You know, there's no coincidence. Shout out to Carlisha.
I just picked it up. This ain't good.
Checking in on Facebook, everybody on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, IG, and man, I got a couple icebreakers. Knock this out real quick before we bring the ladies on.
Yes, I am.
Point 'em out.
Oh man, we got an ascot.
That I do, gentlemen. That I do.
Hey, right.
Point 'em out.
Somebody can't lay down till the show is over because they can't wrap their head yet. That's what that is.
Don't hate me, no one. Don't hate. You better point them out.
Yeah, man. Couple icebreakers real quick. Now, can y'all explain? Man, we get into confrontations. We try to avoid them as much as possible, but sometimes you can't avoid them. Now, what is going on in this one? Yo, what kind of altercation is that?
Hey, yo, you really gotta disrespect me for me to spit in your face. Like, I will punch you in your face before I spit in your face. But you spit in my face more than one now.
Yeah, there are 2 things you can't do to a man. That's spit on him and slap him. Punch me, kick me, knee me, karate chop me in the throat, pull my ear, do something, but don't spit. Don't spit on me and don't slap me. And those 2 were like machine gun, like it was like a Tommy gun of spit.
It was like, it's no more, they ain't even like gather no more spit. It's just
it was like like they just keep saying the letter T.
It's French at this point.
Somebody got to die.
Yeah,
you want to see the ass I come off? Spit on me.
Tied around the other nigga neck.
That's what's good, yo. The DMV Vibe Podcast checking in on IG, man.
What up?
Said that's a death wish.
You ain't never lied. Charles Bronson.
The only Mrs. Simmons 418 checking in on IG.
All right.
What up?
I have no idea what that is.
Me either. 418. Google. Google is the answer to everything. I don't know how I say. Let's get up.
Now I wanted to say rest in peace to this man because I know, Doug Bennett is a professional comedian, right? And this guy is actually, I was considered he's a legend in the comedy world. And rest in peace, Louis Anderson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, Louis Anderson.
I know him.
Louis Anderson was so instrumental to me that I honestly believe that I could work my way up at McDonald's. Do you understand me? Like, that's how instrumental. Nobody had more pride in going into that deep freezer to get fries than yours truly. See, I'm washing lettuce. Soon I'll be on the ride. Like when they moved me, do you understand when they gave me a headset and I was permanently on drive-through, bruh? I felt like I had just bought stock in Microsoft. I was like, y'all niggas just wait. Y'all niggas just wait. I will be making schedules soon enough.
Got some McDowell's.
Question.
Yo.
Did anybody else think he was dead before the other day?
No.
I thought he been died.
I'm not answering that question. Be knowing, yo, get your boy.
I'm not trying to be funny. I promise I'm not trying to be funny.
Your man is wishing death on people.
I'm not trying to wish. I mean, he already did. Ain't no more to wish.
Wow, he just keeps going. He just keeps going.
Hi, Doug, says Carlisha.
With the red emoji.
Making a hot. You know what I mean?
I'm not even going there with
you. Yo, choose one, right? Oh, in a cipher, in a rap cipher, you got Tupac Shakur, you got Big L, Biggie Small.
We're talking straight freestyling, no pins.
Yes, and Big, okay. Yes, and Big Pun.
You can take Tupac out of that.
Yep, I agree with you. He's the weakest link.
Yes. If we're talking straight cipher, Pac is my all-time favorite rapper. I believe he's the GOAT. But if we're talking straight off the dome cipher, Pac gotta go. I agree. It's a three-man.
So it's a battle of the bigs. Big L, yes. Biggie, and Big Pun.
Yes.
So Brian, who you got?
How long is each verse? Because how long can Pun be on his feet?
16. It's got to be 16 bars.
Okay, all right.
It's got to be 16.
You know, sometimes niggas get in the cipher and just be going. I don't know. I want to go Big L. Yeah, but I don't know because Big that's what got Big the way it was. Like the nigga just with like his people still listen to him freestyling out on the block.
Right,
you know
right.
What I'm saying? So,
bro, I'm telling you sleeping if you ain't heard no Big Punisher freestyle. That Joker, I'm gonna tell you right now, Big Pun revolutionized. Big Pun is the only person I know who must have developed gills when he started rapping because he didn't need lessons. Like there were certain things where I would look at him and I would hear him, and I'll put it to you like this:
he developed gills because that nigga like to catch his fish.
Yes, YouTube the freestyle that he had with Mos Def, Cannabis, and DMX. It was sitting at this diner in the Bronx or something. And when that Joker went in, it was like this nigga's not breathing. He's not breathing. I've never seen a man hold his breath that long and not go unconscious. Even a brother who's giving oral sex on a woman got to come up for air eventually. He just keeps going. Telling you, man.
Breathe through your nose.
Me personally, as dope as Big L was, and Big L to me is one of the few people who out-rap Jay-Z when they would side by side on a mixtape. Yeah. But I'd probably have to give the nod to Big Pun due to his wordplay and the way he like his breath control, his breathing control. I'd have to give it to Pun.
That says a lot. I mean, he probably never mind.
So you say
go.
That's why I stopped. I ain't gonna do that.
You're gonna have that Joe and them coming after us.
What are you gonna do? Chase us?
I'm not mad at your I'm not mad at your choice. I would say Big L, but I'm not mad at that choice. Big Pun.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Pun was a monster, man. Pun was really, really, and I honestly believe Pun doesn't get the love he truly deserves because he was only around for one album.
Right.
And Fat Joe wasn't the hype man that Puff was. Because I know people were like, well, Big was only around for one album. Understandable. But you got to understand, Bad Boy in itself was a movement. Terror Squad wasn't a movement. Bad Boy was a movement. So it's like...
Terror Squad was a movement in jail.
So
it was a movement in prison.
Oh, you being serious?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, he's always serious when he does that. He just he just be bringing it up.
Yeah, just drop me and turn it up. But yeah, Bad Boy was a movement, man. Bad Boy was really a movement. So that's the reason why. I mean, Big was on everybody's stuff. Pun really didn't get that much shine because as soon as Capital Punishment came out, Capital Punishment came out in what, 98?
About that.
Yes, all right.
Yeah, so remember, he was battling In My Lifetime Volume 2 by Jay-Z, which netted Jay-Z his first Grammy. Then he was also battling DMX, who's the only rapper to drop 2 #1 albums in the same calendar year.
Nelly ain't
saying?
go #1 with Sweat and Suit.
No, not no other rapper has 2 #1 albums.
He just gonna repeat it. Okay.
Shout out to the boy
I'm
Biggs on
mad
IG. The boy Biggs said Fat Joe really would have just been a hype man if Pun ain't passed.
That no joke. I can't see any lies detected. I really can't.
Yo, Value the Mind checking in on IG. What's good, man? V._45 on IG checking in. What's good? No, with no further ado, I want to bring the ladies on, man. They patiently waiting in the background. You know what I'm saying? So tonight's topic: dating sucks. Who is at fault? Right? You know, there's a battle of the sexes going on amongst millennials, and it's showing its ugly head on social media. You know, we got a bunch of ladies checking in with us. What's good? How y'all
Hey guys.
doing? Okay, you and Fearless Swagger, y'all both muted.
Okay,
Right, so
I'm unmuted. Hi.
We got Ace Almighty from SmokeBigLive.tv. What's good?
Hey guys.
Fearless Swagger, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Kay, how you doing? Got a nice background going on.
What's up?
You look like a little Aiko. And shout out to Ash in the building. How you doing? Taking a back.
I like that. Thank you.
How you ladies doing? Yes.
Ladies.
Now, so you know, this is the Nempathy show. It's very testosterone rich, but every now and then we like to bring the ladies on so you can give your perspective. You know, speak in your own defense. You know, sometimes Brian B. Nolan tries to do it for you, but you know, I know
Appreciate it.
women want to speak for themselves. You know, so I'll say let's start with Kay. Kay, what do you think is wrong with millennials in dating?
What's wrong with millennials with dating? I think it's a bunch of different factors right now. I think the biggest one right now is social media. I feel as though we see all these different options. We see all this standard of beauty that, you know, people project on us and society projects on us or whatever. So it's like you scrolling through and then you look at your bag and we start acting foolish. You like, you know what, whatever. I can go over here and try to holler at this one. So I feel like it's too many options. Nobody is taking the time to get to know each other. No one's like willing to fight for their relationship. It's like, I'm gonna quit on you because I got other options. I got 15 other people in my DMs I'm gonna holler at. So
your DM like that?
not mine, but
Don't lie, Queen.
She's starting already, y'all. She the exception. You know, every woman the exception. She started already.
I got the tongue.
I don't have it. Yeah, I go. You got to ask specific questions. So you got 15 people in your DM, not me. Only 14.
Not
You were like, what the?
We don't round up over here. It's very exact.
We don't. I don't know who
very
you're.
Brian, don't start. We're not starting this mess today.
Now, Fearless Swagger, are you currently dating?
Yes, I'm currently dating.
What are you running into on the dating scene?
I think the communication issues, because I feel like men and women communicate very differently. And sometimes, well, everyone has different communication styles. Let me say that. I'll say that. And so the communication can really make or break you, because what I've ran into is, this is what I want, but then your words and your actions aren't matching, or your actions are showing me way, like, you say you don't want a relationship, but your actions are showing me different. So it leaves that confusion. It's like, well, do you want a relationship or you don't want a relationship?
They want relations.
Relations.
Right. I mean, and that's really what it is. It's like they just be doing whatever, I guess, for the coochie. As I've done 2 podcast shows a day, so y'all know that I'm tired. But
did you say the
that
coochie?
was the word of the day for
The
the last
coochie.
show I did. We kept talking about the coochie.
Wait, you mean a historical reference?
That's a very
Yes. I guarantee you she got some Encyclopedia Britannicas in her house too. Like, what the fuck,
Snapping, napping.
Like, wait, that was his word for today. But I just feel like in dating, like, communication is definitely one of the biggest issues that we run into. But I do agree with Kay with social media. People love to run to social media for everything. Like, they put all their relationship business goes on social media, and I feel like you open the door for other people and other things to enter into your relationship.
Okay. Now, Ash, why is it on your social media or when you post that dude, you never put his face on there?
I still sort of don't put my boyfriend face on there, to be honest.
Hey,
I just like to play mind games with people. I just keep people on their toes. Oh, who is he? Like, I make sure nobody knows what his name is. I'm a little sick in the head, so that's why I do that.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, like, people do.
So Ash, can I ask you a question? Because personally, from one mentally challenged person to another, you just sat up here. You the one that said you was deranged. I'm just saying what you are, baby.
Ooh, that took it far.
Okay. So my question is this: do you, when it comes to not showing him, do you feel as though subconsciously it has something to do with you not being fully invested in the relationship, or is it a protection of your relationship? Because a lot of times subconsciously we do certain things because we've been pre-programmed for certain outcomes.
Right. Well, I was married before, and when I was married, I was very much so like vlogging. This was like 2013, 14. So like it was before it got crazy. But I just remember afterwards being like, that was some sucker shit. I am never doing that shit again. Like, deleting YouTube pages. Like, nah, that ain't it.
Hey, Boone, you done brought a gangster on here or some shit?
This is logic. This is logic. It was a wrong move, so I don't know. I think it's a combination of both. Like you say, you want to protect your relationship. My page is private in general, so it really wouldn't matter that much. And he doesn't have social media, so that makes it easy. But with others, I do feel like I have to post them sometimes to make sure men know not to go into my DMs. Like, it's sort of to let them know, like, all right,
the wrist
I know a
watch,
holiday's coming up. Don't send me a message.
Shoes, like, nigga, back up. Back.
If you post
back,
like, I was not thinking about it, but if I see a post come across my timeline telling me not to go in your DM, I'm going in your DM.
I mean, people do test the water. Yeah, they test the water. I don't mind.
But sometimes that's what they want you to do, though. When they tell you don't go in their DMs, that's what they really want.
Mm-hmm. That's why you gotta ignore them.
Now, so let me ask you,
reverse psychology.
So Kay, you're the one that first acknowledged the difficulty of having a relationship with social media. Am I correct? Okay.
Kay's muted.
Okay.
She said, "Y'all muted."
I don't think she can hear us.
No, I think you're enjoying finally being able to control a black woman's mouth. So now you got to mute it. Let it go. Come on, take her off. Yes, you are. Take her off mute.
No, you can
take her off.
Unmute themselves.
But she can't hear. That's the issue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She can't hear us.
Ladies, I'm so sorry about this. My question is, when it comes to social media, I mean, because Boom, he has control issues. But I believe y'all should be able to speak for yourselves. Boom. My question is, my question is this: when it comes to social media, Now, since social media is such a big part of the world we live in, we can't go anywhere. Whose responsibility is it to monitor in this sense? Is it your job to monitor your social media, or is it your man's job to monitor his jealousy or what you put or how he feels about what you post?
I don't like the word monitor. Are we children? What is this?
No, I'm not talking. Wait. I meant is it your job? When I say monitor, pretty much meaning monitor is like watching what it is you put up there, or him monitoring how he reacts to what you put up there. I'm using monitor in both senses.
I mean, I still don't like the word, but I feel like it is mutual.
Okay.
I feel like it goes both ways, and you should know your partner well enough to know what it is that's going to rub them the wrong way. I don't think you should have to monitor it. I feel like that should just kind of be a given as far as what is and is not acceptable. And even though those boundaries are going to vary from person to person, generally across the board, it's pretty standard, like, common sense. My opinion.
Common sense is an uncommon virtue. You know that.
And I agree, but I think as it relates to relationships, I don't even feel like there's allowed to really be too much of a gray area on the common sense.
Understood. And forgive me for the word. Supervise.
Not monitor. I know a lot of couples who don't follow each other on social media at all. Like a lot of my friends, like my brother, he was like, I don't follow my girl. She doesn't follow me. Like we don't, and they don't post each other. Like they just keep social media out altogether. So, but I'm not monitoring nobody's social media. I could care less about all that. Like that's if I have to do all that, or if you feel the need to do all that, then we don't need to be together because that's a waste of time. It's better things to worry about than what's on social media.
I kind of feel that way about the not following though. Like you must be not following for a reason.
Yeah, so you're basing your relationship.
See what?
So Phyllis Swagger, you're basing your relationship off trust.
Yes, because I feel like I've watched people.
This is the same word that woman that used the word coochie, so she does have traditional stance.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, go ahead.
But I watch people's relationships literally be ruined off of a like or a comment or something like that on social media, and it's like I feel like that's a good thing. Not that deep. It's just not that deep, I guess.
I feel like that's
my relationship ended because of that. It wasn't that deep, but he felt like it was, and I'm like, it was. I can't control what other people put under my pictures, so
bingo.
But ladies, you are aware that as much of a bravado that we as men do, we are very territorial and we are very ego sensitive and driven about. And I don't want to use because I need to monitor my vocabulary because I do know that somebody does not like the word monitor. So you do understand that men, when it comes to can I say their women? Is that okay to say their women, Ace?
Yeah.
You don't own me.
All right. So when it comes to when it comes to their women, we're very protective over our women. And I don't think it's so much of the fact that we don't trust y'all. We just know the element out there. Like y'all are no different when it comes to women. Like men play dumb when they know a woman like them. Oh, baby, she don't like you. And you're like, yes, the bitch does. You know what I'm saying? Like we know, but men are the same way. We know that if a guy has an opening, he gonna stick that toe in there because someone just freaky like that. To try and get all the way in there, they just gonna do that. So
that went left.
No, I'm just my bad. I saw a video today. I don't want to kind of
oh man.
I'm just y'all do realize that men, their ego is tied up into their relationships and they know how guys are. Like, do you feel as though it seems as insecurity on their end, or do you feel as though women, y'all have a responsibility to kind of quell their trepidation or their cautions about social media?
Are we talking about once in a relationship or courting? Because that's a okay. Okay. Well, I'm territorial, just like a man would be. So I don't play that. I don't play that. I don't play that. You better turn them comments off. Like,
okay, girl, I love what I'm territorial. I don't play that yet. All right.
For me, I feel like some of it could be insecurities, but it also could be some of, like, once a man gets in a relationship, if you was that type of man, you could probably feel that type of way because you knew what you was doing when you were, sliding in another man's girlfriend's DMs and you was out here playing the field. So because you were like that,
we ain't talking about him. We ain't talking about him. Okay, we ain't talking about him in his transgression.
You know what?
We ain't talking about him in his transgression. If the Lord forgives, if the Lord forgives, you should too.
Please.
No, you missing what I'm saying. I'm talking about if he was out here like that and he knows that men be in his girlfriend's DMs or under his girlfriend's comments, it could be him feeling like Calm about to get that ass. And that's what it could be.
Now the pressure's on. Yeah.
Pressure.
The robe, please, with the robe.
That's all I'm saying. For me, I don't care. Let the girl comment, let her do whatever. I'm very secure. I'm with you. I know what it is. Like, I'm not worried about all that. But I'm just saying.
Boom, you take over, bro. I'm so blessed. My role, bro.
Kay, do you think what people say in regards to dating on social media, do you think it's a mirror image of what's going on in real life, or are people projecting?
I don't think anything on social media is real. Like, I know couples who are posting pictures like they happy and then they be beating each other in the car later. Like, dang. I don't look at other people's
right angle.
Media as
Notice this woman only take pictures from her right side.
As something to look at. Like,
that's fun. Yo, a front seat fight is hilarious. Yo, just
get on the right side. I got a blackout on this side.
Yeah.
And you be in the back seat like, well, fuck my life. We all gonna die up in here.
Mm-hmm. Right. We all about to die because y'all arguing. Like, no. Mm-mm. Social media to me is just a place to be. It's social, like, to interact with people and engage with people. When you look at that too hard, like, come on, get a hobby, get a life. It's for entertainment. You don't. Like, for me, when I post what I want you to see. I'm not posting my life. Like, this is what you see. If you know me, then you know me in real life. But to say you know me because on social media you don't know me. You know what I put on social media. So
you it's a facade. That's what you're telling me.
It's a half truth.
It's not a facade. It's just not my real life. You know what I'm saying? It's not every detail of my life. Like, I'm not waking up like
everything.
It's not fake. It's just not real.
Yeah, I'm not giving you everything. I'm not giving you everything. You
like, it's a piece of fruit. It's just a seedless piece of fruit. Like, it's not a starburst. It's not a starburst, but it's not a real strawberry. It is a seedless.
May I interject here?
It's not just the orange one.
Yeah.
What we're not going to do is we're not going to let Ace say that bullshit she just said, and we're going to breeze by that. Did you just sit up here and say a half truth, young lady? Did you say a half truth?
Yeah, because I mean, personally, on my social media, I did.
Ponytail, rocking bullshit you. So yeah, so what's about
no, I very much understand what she's saying, but I feel like the point of the social media is to project whatever it is that you want onto your viewers, and I don't know who's about to get on there and say, my life is fucked up. My relationship is fucked up. My money's fucked up. Nobody does that. And the people that do, we talk shit about them. So, it's what you want me to know. And then on top of that, I might get on there and post that my bag is secured and it might actually be fumbling, but that's not your business. So that is why I say it's a half truth.
I need a gummy bear for that shit. I need a gummy bear.
I mean, honestly, I feel like people put out a lot of weird energy online and they don't realize that. Like, especially with dating, like when you first meet somebody and they start following you, retweeting some wild shit. It's like, do you not notice that somebody's like, what are you doing? Like, why are you twerking on your story all day? Like, what is happening? Like, you're retweeting the angriest tweets you can find. Like,
And
it's like weird energy. Both.
Fuck out of here.
Definitely.
Now,
ain't nothing funnier than seeing a woman in love who ain't in love no more. Boy, it's a blessing when God sends you your covering, ladies. It is nice to be a rib instead of a head. 1 week later, isn't it funny how God reveals to you, because the devil comes? You're like, what the fuck? How can you do the same
thing? That's why you gotta ignore it. Let her talk to herself, bro. Don't feed into that.
Now hold up. So
men don't.
I thought that we should, actually get the temperature of social media. What people are actually saying on social media. I could, put some of those up, and you guys could tell me what you think about it. So this young lady said, if we're going on a date and you don't offer to pay for babysitting plus a to-go box meal for my child, we not going. Why should my baby daddy or I have to come out of our own pocket when you're the one asking me out? The whole date should already be planned out, including all extra fees.
I ain't coming out my pocket because both of y'all came out y'all pants. That's why y'all need to come out y'all pocket.
Yeah, don't talk to me about making plans, because clearly you didn't plan out who you're supposed to have a baby with. Don't bring that.
Plan B.
Right? That's audacity. That's audacity for me. Like, girl, what?
But what was y'all gonna do if I didn't ask
what are you doing
on this date tonight? Was y'all not was your baby not gonna be watched, or were
your baby
not
going to eat watching the baby?
Now, Kay, Ash, Fearless, Swagger, and Ace. Are you saying that none of you know any women with this type of mindset or similar?
That's exactly what I'm
definitely.
saying.
You don't know anyone like that.
Nobody don't have kids either. No.
He said he got receipts. Like, I see. Did you was talking to her?
I ain't gonna lie to you. When Boo asked the question, I had to fix my robe. I was like, somebody about to get out on this thing. Somebody about to get out.
I mean,
I'm waiting for Ace to start messing with her ponytail. I'm about to, she lying. She lying.
If men are honest, they know a guy who's not the best with women. He's one of those slime balls that women talk about. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't associate with this nigga, right? But you know him. You know of him.
I know of him.
Right. So
I know of him.
Yeah. But so y'all saying y'all don't know of?
No, we don't know any women like that.
That's that.
Remember, Boone. Whenever you ask a woman a question, they're always the exception. Remember that. They're always the exception.
Now, ladies, people, definitely.
How is it that you're able to? Y'all don't even know each other, but y'all can synchronize the way y'all do.
Because we're the majority. That's like a minority for sure. Like, majority of women are not doing that. I have friends who have kids and they'll ask me to watch their baby or something if they want to go out on a date, or they get online and complain about how they don't have nobody to watch their baby, because they be wanting to do X, Y, and Z. But I never, outside of that tweet, Doug, yes, please.
No, don't do that, Ace. Don't do that.
Stop fixing this robe.
The robe, please. I can't.
No, I just want to make sure I just want to make sure I hear you properly. You said they the minority and y'all the majority.
The grandma accent.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. That's all. Proceed with your point, Ace.
I mean, yeah, that's just my experience. And it seems to be, again, the majority experience. Maybe Ash has a different one because it seemed like maybe she said she had a different experience, but even that one would be outnumbered by these standards right here. So
this is one of those incel posts that you see on Twitter. It's like, let's rile up the ladies.
Right. Stirring the pot.
You know, yeah.
I just can't.
I think people be doing stuff like that just to get attention.
Had the audacity to ask that man that.
I can't.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think people just say that just to get attention.
Cause how you defending your baby father on the first date? Like, what is he supposed to feed?
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Time out. No, I gotta be real with y'all. This is a true story. I took a woman out on a date one time. I swear to God, I took her out on a date one time. We went to this restaurant called Cheddar's down in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'll never forget this. We went out on a date.
I don't like that.
Cheddar's.
I don't like that, Doug. I don't like that.
They got the best biscuits.
Could y'all at least give me the same respect I gave y'all and raise y'all hand for y'all?
I don't like that.
Ace, you raise your hand. Ace, what do you have to say?
Why cheddar?
Mute her. Okay, I was between jobs, goddammit. All right. And literally and truly, she looked at the menu and she ordered a Philly cheesesteak. She ordered a Philly cheesesteak. All right. Tell me why this grown-ass woman, mother of 3, called her baby daddy to find out what she was allergic to. So she knew not to eat the damn food. I swear to God. So trust me, Bino, women out there do stick up for their baby father like she did. She was like, baby, and said baby while I'm sitting there. And she's like, baby, what am I allergic to? Am I allergic to green peppers? And I heard him in the background say, damn, yeah, you were, because you had some of those last night. I was like,
damn.
What? I was done. That was the worst first date I ever been on until the following.
Wow.
Now, see, Ace, we were talking about it earlier about
I can't.
dating. If we're not,
What do you want?
If it's not on the table, then we have to date before 5 o'clock.
Right.
Well, you said what I want. Okay, so how did you end this date? Because if it was me, I got up and left.
Yeah.
You want to know how I ended this date?
See it through, my boy.
You want to know how I ended this date? I waited till her food came back, licked my fork, sticked it in the middle of that joint, asked for the check, and walked out. I was petty. I was petty. That was petty.
Pretty petty. That's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, that was
pre-COVID.
Huh? And then I went to her car and I took all them little caps off her her tires so it would slow to seep out.
Cause she's slow.
Yeah.
Clearly she's already slow. You just gonna put her in danger on the road.
That's not nice. That's not
So you want to
nice.
slowly.
Oh, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Women taking up for her. She done called her baby daddy to ask what she. Now, one of them sat up there and said that wasn't nice.
I didn't say anything. I'm laughing at joy.
You licking the fork and putting it in the sandwich was enough. Then you went out there and unscrewed the cat.
Yeah, you gonna kill her.
See, I don't like how y'all judge. Look, I don't like how y'all judging me. I need to judge there. I don't like how y'all judge.
Because what is the first? This is the first date.
Yeah, this was the first. You think it would have been a second date?
A Philly cheesesteak is an aggressive thing to order on a first date.
He was at Cheddar.
That is a Philly cheesesteak is slimy.
First, I'm tired of y'all sitting up here talking about a brother's funds.
Is this like a
y'all
gourmet?
Oh my God in heaven!
Gourmet cheesesteak?
What's a gourmet cheese? That's one slice.
I could tell that the
slice.
No, it could have been gourmet because it was cheddar. So no, it wasn't gourmet.
I've never had the cheddars.
It's definitely not gourmet.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It sounds like the floor sticky.
You know what?
It smells like wet mop in there.
No, I want to know, what is it about you that made her that comfortable to call another man, call him baby in your face?
Y'all are missing the point. Y'all missing what's happening.
I just want to know.
She is special needs. How she don't know what she allergic to?
Okay, so what is it about?
Why is she asking him what she allergic to?
Out on dates.
Boom.
Because when you on the spectrum, sometimes you can hide it.
Oh, I
They
want
might
to
not be
know
all
Doug's
the way.
answer to Ace's question.
Tell me.
First, Ace, that was a great question. And my response to it is this. Boom, there are 6 people or too many people to have on this screen. Let's take No, I'm gonna be honest with you. In my younger days, I had a tendency to I would be given more signs than a deaf person not to deal with women. But I used to always try to look beyond their faults and see their needs, like they need a nigga like me in their life. But I don't do that shit no more. With her, yeah, that is what I get. I blame myself. I hold myself responsible for that because everybody and their mama told me. First and foremost, if a woman introduces herself by calling herself a fruit or an object that she don't have, her name was Diamond. Like she introduced herself as Diamond, literally.
Is that her?
Because
that could have been her name, though.
That is answering the second question.
What was her name?
Answering the first question.
Her name, Sade. Don't do that.
So
This is sounding worse and worse.
Yeah,
I told you I was young. Y'all Negroes ain't never made a mistake with somebody. I know the women have.
I mean, you said a mistake. It's so many mistakes.
I know the women have.
How come that was the? But you were trying to make a point, but that was.
Mm-hmm. Doug said, "I can say." Doug had that.
Answer why she was so comfortable with calling her baby daddy in front of you.
you.
That's what I want to know.
Listen, do I look like Dr. Phil? I don't know.
You need to look inside and find out.
That's why Doug got the robe on. Doug put the robe on.
Mute Ace, because she was on my nerves. Mute Ace.
That's what it was.
No, Doug put the robe on to cover up that cape because he was trying to save him. That's the problem.
I don't want to know, Ace.
I was trying to. And I failed.
I got more.
Oh shit.
You're not a wife when I marry you. You're a wife when I find you.
Okay, period.
Ladies, what y'all think about that? They say he who findeth a wife.
Sense.
I agree with that. I'm a wife right now. I already know it.
Well,
you're mad.
You know what? You have to. You gotta have that mentality, though. You have to have.
I need a gummy bear.
So if you're not thinking that way, then
I agree with Kay because I'm gonna carry myself like a wife because I am a wife. Period.
Okay, so ladies, what does that mean? What does it look? What does a wife do?
Sweep.
It's how you carry yourself. It's how do you support your man? It's the little things that you have that take. Because I was married too. I was married before, so
I'm sorry.
It's the little things you have to do to take care of your husband. You gotta know. You gotta do those things.
So what are those little things?
Yeah, like I need some specificity.
I need some because women love speaking broad. You know what I'm saying? No, I want specifics. What are those little things, dear?
Like, I'll give you an example. My husband worked overnight. He did security back in the day.
Be for real. Like,
he did security back in the day. I used to pack his lunch. I used to write little notes in his. He was gonna choke on the fucking podcast. But pack his lunch, iron his clothes, do those things that help him throughout the day, that make his life easier. Those are the things I'm talking about. And I can't be specific because it's not, I'm not with anybody right now that would be specific.
Yeah, it depends on the man.
Whatever my man needs me to do, right? Whatever he needs me to do, then I'll try to do to make his life easier.
And this is not trying to be funny.
I can tell him that's not a good idea.
If quiet was what he needed, would you do that? Oh man, serious.
You gotta tell me that twice. I'll peace out in a second.
I didn't say leave the damn relationship.
Sit there quietly.
I wasn't talking about break up. I just said be quiet. Be quiet. I'll be gone, nigga.
I got a quiet for you. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. You'll be there talking to yourself.
Can you elaborate on quiet? Is it like in the moment, or like be quiet forever, or like just right now? I need.
Damn, Ace, how you gonna be quiet forever? I said
that's a breakup.
Yeah, that's a breakup if you quiet forever.
That's what she said. She said she was gonna peace out. That's why I'm asking.
Right. So dramatic. Baby, I'm watching the game. I just need you to be quiet. Oh, nigga. Oh, I got your quiet. All of a sudden, she comes down the steps with a carry-on bag, walking out the door. Like, I'm just saying.
And she's loudly carrying that bag too. That bag hit every step, hit every banister.
No, all I'm saying is when I say be quiet, because a lot of women from my experience.
It's how you say it though.
It's how, of course, I'm not saying shut the fuck. I'm not saying that.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree.
I'm saying, who said I better not? Who said that? No. Point them out. Who said it?
Finish your thought, Doug. Come on, face the robe and finish your thought.
Yeah. How do you tell a woman to be quiet?
Okay, so my ex-husband told me.
Oh, wait. Man, ex. Okay, go ahead.
My ex-husband told me, he was like, every day when I come in for work, because he blue collar, like a welder, whatever. He needs like an hour where I just don't say shit, So I always tell my homegirls, like, unless you're ready for a man to come home, or you come home and he on the couch chilling and you not asking for shit, you're not ready to get married. Like, because most men just need when they get home, when they watching their game, so I don't know. It's
when
pretty
I wake
easy.
up, when I
wake up now.
I need that. Like, just
when I blink,
let me chill.
You don't need that, because from the looks of your background, you look like you in some sort of place to get your chi together. You don't need nothing to get yourself together. That man.
That's why she need him to shut up. Like, nigga, you see what the ambiance is.
You see my ambiance.
I'm a teacher too, Kay, so I understand. It's been times where I came home and said, when I get home, silence.
You're feeling swagger. You a teacher?
No, I go young. Really? You said what?
What young minds are you helping more?
I teach SPED. I teach children. I teach ED kids.
I thought you said you teach
SPED.
Special education.
Special education. Yes.
Oh, I thought you said SPED. I was like, they really giving classes for that shit now.
So I need them. Like the person I'm dating now, I said, you gotta be my piece. Like I'm already dealing with a lot. So I don't want to deal with a lot in my relationship either.
Sounds mighty masculine.
Last thing she needs is for a man to come home looking windows.
I'm just saying, like,
sound like what a man would say.
But they need to be my piece.
Yes.
I didn't know peace was like mutually exclusive to men.
I just don't. I just don't really hear.
Because he actually told me I was his piece. So
no. Listen. It's not mutually exclusive. It's just that gender specific, but it's just that I don't normally hear women say that they looking for a man to be her piece. Usually men say that's what they want from a woman. I need peace.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
No, I need peace. I don't want.
Y'all say a provider. You know what I'm saying? Security.
Yeah, but all of that comes along with it. But I also need peace too. Just like people don't understand, especially with COVID. Teaching is stressful. Okay, it's tired. They like teachers are going through it. So
I teach pre-K. So I got little ones trying to social distance 3-year-olds and then trying to come home and you trying to FaceTime me. No, just let me relax for a second.
Oh yeah, that's
take off these COVID clothes. Y'all gotta go home and
fart and all that shit. All the things that we thought y'all didn't do. Y'all need the time to do that shit.
Boy, what?
Go ahead, Doug.
No, Doug, go ahead.
That have to do with anything. Go ahead, Doug.
So, ladies, you say that you need peace, correct?
Yes.
I didn't say that.
Damn.
Ash didn't say that.
Okay, so the middle three of the Hollywood squares say that they need peace. Am I correct?
Need it.
Yeah.
So how prevalent is physical intimacy in your relationship? Because if you give that man a piece, he'll give you all the peace you want. Oh, that's a word. Glory. If you give that man a piece, he'll give you all the peace that you
so
need.
glad you know your verbiage. So proud of you.
Amen. Amen. Because I need to monitor what it is I say. Ain't that right, Ace?
I literally cannot.
Eyes got big.
No, but for real, when it comes to relationships, how important is physical intimacy? And does that contribute to the peace that y'all looking for?
Well, Ash, let's start with Ash.
Y'all already know.
Oh,
every day. I don't need peace. I need a piece of every day. Like intimacy is so important. I swear, like people don't realize. They don't realize. I don't need it all night because I'm grown. Like I can take 15 minutes of your best, but it's very important.
You got
how about 5 minutes of mediocre?
No, not
Ace,
5 minutes.
5 minutes. He said as a counter offer, 5 minutes of mediocre.
I'll give you 5 pumps. 6 if you're lucky. Ace, your turn.
Okay. I actually wanted to ask you to elaborate on what it is. Like, are you asking about frequency? Are you asking about like how good it is? Are you asking like what exactly?
Well, honestly, both. Frequency.
Okay, so if it's not good, you could actually just hang it up. Because that's just not gonna work. I'm sorry. But as far as frequency, I don't need it every day. I have extremely long days and I be mad tired. So I'm definitely good for a few times a week, especially on the weekends, especially when I'm drunk. But on the weekdays, say I've been at work all day, 2 jobs, come home, do a podcast till midnight. I'm not sliding in the bed like.
Why you working
That's
2
the
jobs?
perfect time after the podcast. Talking about.
And honestly, you really don't have to do nothing because after a while, men have become an expert of the slide to the side. You know the slide to the side? You ain't even got to take your underwear off. We just slide into the side.
That kind of feels a little predatory sometimes.
Well, then call me predator, baby. Just slide into the side. Just slide into the side.
That's a weird flag.
You dancing on the line with that one, buddy. Here we go.
So, do women ever sit back and think, my man sure does know a lot. Maybe I should just be quiet and listen to him.
This motherfucker just wants to trigger people. That's all this shit is about. He just wanted to trigger somebody.
Hey, yo.
Ash looked primed and ready.
Whenever I see this, I'm like, teach me how to change a tire. Teach me man stuff. But what else can you teach me? Like, I want to know some man shit. Don't teach what?
How to Dougie?
How to stroke that robe and close it back up?
Crazy.
Now, what's the obsession with why you want to know man stuff so bad? Like,
because that's all a man could teach me. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I learned in school. I learned from life experience and my parents. Like your friends teach you what they know, like facts. I don't want to hear no theory about what I should do in life from my friend, and I'm just like, let me go do it. Like, nah, that's dead. That's dead.
Are you guys in relationships with people that don't make you feel like I'm learning something new, or they're giving me a new experience?
I've definitely learned.
If I feel like that, then I can't be with you.
Right.
It's the word learn that's just weird. I feel like we experience life together. Like, what is this word learn? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's kind of inevitable. You learn from experiences.
Man,
right.
I learned how to make a certain type of eggs from this one chick I was dating. Like, I learned. She taught me. Like,
that was some woman shit.
I'm just saying.
Cooking ain't woman.
Cooking is not woman stuff. Like,
What? Married person.
Gordon Ramsay.
You better cook.
Doug has his hand up.
go ahead, Doug.
Are you stuck? Oh,
So, what have we learned tonight, fellas? We've learned that monitor, learn, teach, instruct are all cuss words to women. So what we need to do is we need to get thesauruses and find synonyms that don't affect or preemptively provoke people like Ace or Ash or Fearless or Kay. So what words can we use, ladies? Because monitor sure as hell ain't one. Learn ain't one. Teach ain't one. What can we use? Preferably stuff in this millennium, not like Coochie from Fearless. What can we use?
This man is unhinged.
That's all you got from tonight was 5 words that you feel like.
I mean, that's a good start, though. That's a good start. That's a good start. I would like to know what we should be saying as well.
Hey, Ace, can you monitor? Is it your job to monitor? I know you did not use that N word with me. I know you didn't. I don't like monitor. Well, can you supervise it? You think that's better, nigga? Like what?
Because
well, can you learn?
As if I'm slow, as if I don't know that the two mean the same. And if I have a problem with one, I'm likely going to have a problem with the other. But I will say, though, in this instance, Ash, for example, says she doesn't like the word teach and learn, but I personally don't have a problem with it. So it's really going to vary from person to person as far as what they deem to be too much or not enough. So, I mean...
Boom, did you get my chat about getting Ace off this telecast? Did you get my chat?
Telecast.
I live here.
How about you, Kay?
Is there a word that irritates me?
Well, like,
I know one.
Not really.
I know one.
Monitor and oh yeah, that does irritate me. But so Brian be on my lives all the time. I hate when people call me queen. I hate it.
Queen?
Don't call me queen.
So you probably hate Grand Rising.
Yeah.
Like it's so I
definitely hate Grand Rising.
It's so oversaturated. It's so it's super oversaturated. Every other message, every other nigga's like, yo, what's up, Queen Grand Rising? Like, no, can we just talk normal? Like, can we just be normal? Because like 6 months you gonna be saying that to me still.
So if I say
y'all be talking to. Who are these James Earl Jones niggas that y'all be talking? Right.
Nah, she talking about hotel.
Oh, for real, dudes really be Grand Rising.
James Earl
Jones and have a beautiful day. Blah 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 blah. Like, good morning.
I will block you. Like,
jumping from the civil rights movement.
Grand Rising, my queen. How was your slumber last night?
My Nubian goddess.
Yo, you know, we literally don't know what to say to y'all.
That's
like you're always moving the goalposts.
Great morning. How are you?
Just say my name. Just
what
say
up,
good
though?
morning. Just have a regular conversation. Like,
I just want to be that though. So bad.
Rising from the bloodline of Nefertiti.
I'm about to tell you. Look, this is what you guys say. I'm outside with breakfast.
Yeah, women ain't turning down.
That's cute.
See?
How you get my address?
Yeah.
You got me there.
How do you even know I was here?
Ooh. Men, how important is a woman's weight in a relationship on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being
the heaviest.
It matters a lot.
Wow.
10 being the heaviest.
I'm gonna chime in on this
because they trying to be men.
Did you read?
No, I got a question because for real.
7. I'm gonna say it's a 7. It matters. It's a 7. It matters. Yeah.
No.
You can't.
One the lightest.
Right? You can't use 7, right? so I'm gonna say it's an 8. It matters to me. It matters
So
to
if she
me.
gained a little weight, you gonna feel some type of way?
No. Listen, I'm a small guy. So
You on your own on this one, man.
A lot of women I've dealt with are heavier than me. Right? It's not the number. It's the
composition.
Consistency. Yeah.
The composition.
Yeah, the composition.
Shape.
Right? You know what I mean? I mean, like, are you?
This man is crazy.
Yeah,
I'm dead ass serious. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, because the reason why I'm just curious is because Doug knows that in the last 4 years I've lost 150 pounds.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So me at 255 sitting comfortably, like some people still think, oh, you fat, you out of shape. No, I'm fit as hell.
Nah,
but
what it look like? It don't. The numbers don't matter. What does it look like?
I saw this woman online, 200 pounds. Like it's just
You said 200 like this that big. It's a lot of women that's 200 and you don't know it. Like that's the thing that
but what it look like though.
We just don't say it. We act.
I'm saying y'all don't know.
We know.
I love a woman with something to grab onto. I can't stand a woman.
You on your way.
I always had kangaroos, even when I was 150. Like, what you talking?
Oh, so
Ash, you didn't. Ash, you wanna? I thought you ran track. Never mind. All right, so I thought you ran track. Not with
it matters. It matters to me in the sense that are you?
I can't.
The number one thing that matters to me is how you feel about yourself, right? Because I've been with women in the past. Now listen, I'm telling you.
My shit ain't muted. My shit ain't muted. My bad.
No,
let me finish.
Not at all.
That's what really matters to me because look, like I said, I'm a small guy. Big girls like me. You know what I'm saying? I've been with big girls. Like I've been at a club in DC, dance with one big girl. All the big girls swarm around you and shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel insecure about yourself and you're constantly like, hiding your body from me and shit like that turns me off because I knew you was big when I got with you and you sitting here acting all insecure. Like obviously I was trying to fuck anyway. Like stop, you know what I mean? Stop hiding from me. You know what I'm saying? It's how you carry yourself. There are big women that carry themselves very sexy. You know what I'm saying? And the other people they just not secure with
Depending
themselves.
on how big you are, the fact that you can carry yourself is impressive.
I was gonna say it's up there, probably like an 8 or 9 for me too, because a few years ago I was a home health aide for my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? So she's bedridden, feeding her, changing diapers, the whole thing. You not taking care of your health and your weight is like we got to pick you up to change your diaper and all that. So like health is wealth. So I want you to be your healthiest as long as you can, you know, for longevity purposes.
May I?
Go ahead, Ace.
I just want to just throw something out there that the question is about how important weight is, but it's not necessarily specifying that the bigger girls are like a negative, like because some men like bigger women over smaller women and some men like smaller women over bigger women. So I think it's just kind of like general, because if you're saying that it's super important, it doesn't mean automatically that like she's big.
Right.
Is
but
it
just seems kind of centralized around big girls. So I'm just trying to, kind of mediate that a little bit. Like
I think well, before the lady speak, I think when men hear the question about weight, it's very black and white to us, and then but for women, it's very nuanced and gray, and you have to explain what big is. Like you know what a big motherfucker look like, But go ahead.
There's a difference between being a woman with a big ass and just being a big ass woman. There's a big difference.
Oh my
There's a
God.
No. I'm being serious because see y'all.
Like, the one time you didn't raise his hand, that's what he brought to the conversation.
I mean, I like a woman. All jokes aside, I like a woman. Me, I'm into the shape of a woman. Like, I love a woman with a shape. Like, you got to have a shape on you. You know what I'm saying?
Got a shape. It's just
a square is a shape.
I was about to say, they all got shape.
Yeah, a backpack.
We all have shape differently. You have a specific shape that you like.
Yes, a specific shape that I like. If you can put your hands on your hips and they're wider than your shoulders, then we have an issue. So my thing is this. I know. I'm
like a little wide hip.
Where did this test come from?
You can't be standing there like a superhero. You know what I'm saying? So I like a woman. I like a woman with some water. Like me personally, like I'm an ass man. I'm a butt man, straight up. So my thing is, like, this is how I go, ladies, because I understand that nobody's perfect. And I know a lot of people judge y'all out there messed up. This is how Doug judges women. If your body is an 8 and your face is a 4, that's 12. Divided by 2 is your 6. Bitch, you're still above average in my book. So that is how you need to look at life. You understand that? If your body is an 8 and your face is a 4, it's 12. Divided by 2 is 6.
For me. You really thought about this, huh?
You got a whole
like you really sat.
computation.
He ain't raised his hand this time either. It's just, you can...
Right.
Now hold up. Now I have a question for the ladies. What it seems to me, that the things that are important to men, like women want to control what is important to men. You want to tell us what should be important to us.
I just feel like there's bigger fish to fry. Like that's just all like on the surface.
That's probably the reason why women may. Never mind. All right, go ahead.
Cause you're not raising your hand. Each got me this.
I just feel like that's all superficial, and I mean, I'm not gonna say that it doesn't matter because it does, and that's fine. Like I have my preferences as well, but if it's a, what did we say? It's an 8. You know what I'm saying? You might be missing your blessing over a couple extra pounds, and then we're also talking about division and multiplication on bringing the ladies like that is down to it. Bitch, you're an average. Like it's just like it just is nonsensical. Like it's got to make sense somewhere. And right
to
here,
who?
Thank you. And don't shit on me. If I honor your vocabulary restrictions, honor my arithmetic. Honor my arithmetic. Ain't y'all teachers? Stand up for education. Ain't y'all teachers?
Hold on. In all fairness, you can't you can't check her about coochie and then say arithmetic, bro.
Respect my
whose side are you on? Hey,
I'm on the side of truth.
No, boom. Switch squares. Bring Ash up here with us and drop B knowing down there with him.
Ash the gangster.
Yeah. Ash territorial, just like the rest of us.
Ash, do you hear what I'm saying? I hear that when women want to know what men think, and then when we tell them, it's like, but you shouldn't. But why?
Wrong, nigga.
There's bigger things to fry.
Honestly, I feel like it's too vague. Like it should be curtailed to the person you talking to, and that's why women are so confused. It seems like y'all always talking to a certain kind of woman. It's like, but I'm not that woman, so go find her. So that's just, I don't know. It's kind of weird. And also, if you're an ass man, I'm a big dick woman. Can I say that out loud?
Yes.
Like I only want big dick niggas. Can I say that? Just walk up, tweet it. Like y'all just say it so freely. Like I need a big ass. Like It's weird.
Right.
What about great sweatpants season?
Love it. What's wrong?
If you
Women
don't
talk
have a
about that
print, you don't
freely.
need to have the pants on.
Right.
But
I
some
don't wanna
people
see
are
a
growers
selfie.
and not showers,
I don't
so
wanna
I
see a
understand that.
Women are not quiet about that.
I'm looking either way. I'm looking
Nah,
either way.
I want one of
It doesn't
these.
matter.
Like, unless you like that, I don't.
Ma'am, excuse me.
It's just like when y'all
So
look at us in sundresses. It's the same thing.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
Yes,
No, it is not.
Or
Wait, Kay.
when,
No,
when I'm
Yes,
in the
it
gym
is.
and I'm stretching,
It's
minding my
the same
business, and y'all grandfather is staring me down or watching me through the mirrors. Creep. See, same thing.
First,
You about
hold
to
on.
die.
Let me address that. First, you may be missing your blessing, Miss Fearless Swagger, because if that's a grandfather, guess what? He only a couple years away from the grave. You
Right.
put it on him good, guess who Social Security is getting directly deposited into your account? That's number one. Number two, no, because I'm about to address this shit. Number two, Ash, you want a big dick, man? Ain't nobody got no problem with that. But you better not be using your forearm to measure his private parts, or else you want Mr. Ed, heifer. You don't want a regular man.
That was an
You don't
example.
want a regular. No.
Example.
I saw you put a
That
damn
was
right
an
angle
example.
up. I saw you.
Let-
I'm saying like hard.
I don't think it's that big though.
Come on here, talk about
No, yeah.
this girl want an arm and hammer. She want arm and hammer.
Are you triggered?
Am I-
Let me give a
I'll
little
take a
big
hook.
energy. Are you triggered?
Look.
A little dick energy. No, I have moderate
that's
dick
what it's
energy.
giving.
Yeah,
I have
Moderate.
I'm just saying. 'cause
Respectable.
I got moderate dick energy. I got moderate dick energy, but it ain't enough energy for Ash. I tell you that. That girl will leave a nigga in ashes.
No,
I
this is
know.
no.
This is a
It's not me,
respectable
it's not me.
middle class penis.
Yes,
I like
girl.
husband penis. I don't like. I don't need that.
Middle class. Goddamn.
I really need to close my robe on that. Ash just violated like hell. I want that nigga. I'm like, hey,
You know what?
Hey, hold on. You said you want to teach her how they did the Dougie, nigga?
Hey.
You said you want
Doug,
to
you
teach
need a
her?
hug? Okay.
no, obviously not, because y'all gonna rub up against me in my gray sweatpants and realize that I don't meet y'all requirements. No, I don't want a hug. Just give me a handshake over the airwaves. I'm good.
Oh man, I got more.
Oh, somebody triggered.
Get you somebody that look good in pictures and in person.
And what he look like? That posted
You
it.
gotta
I
hit the
agree with that.
angles and the phone. Right?
Wait,
No.
Why-
So it's
why
two
can't he
things. It's a
just
lot
be
of-
giving
women do
advice?
Use filters a lot.
oh, go ahead, say that again, Kay.
Women do use filters a lot.
Yes.
Women do use makeup and filters a lot. I get it, but also a lot of men have all these standards and a list of everything that they need, but they look like Gargamel. Like I don't get how you want women to look all
I'll
these
never look at the
things
commercial
and you
and
shape like
say, I would
SpongeBob.
never
Like
What
why are we
Catfishing.
what
They be
Hey.
catfishing.
Maybe.
Okay, what
Like, Doug,
are
what's
the top
underneath that?
three? Okay, what are the top three things that
With those
you hear
feet
men?
and a
Hold on,
cow
Doug.
lick.
Hold on, Doug.
And a cow lick.
Okay, what are the top three things you hear men say that they have require of women, like aesthetically?
Flat stomach.
big ass, flat stomach? You know what I'm saying? They gotta
That's
be
right.
Natural beauty. No, she can't
real,
wear no
real hair,
makeup.
natural, all this.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. That's the top three. But it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that, right? But if you don't look a certain way, you it's like, come on now.
No.
You can't.
See,
You see,
no,
you see the people who are having
You look
children.
like the bottom of some. Huh?
Do you see the people, the wide range of people who are having children, right? Like some bad built bodies are birthing babies. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's getting it.
No, but at the same time,
But you can't be that damn specific. Like, come on, now.
right?
Go ahead, boo.
It be big dudes that be having the audacity.
You could be. I think.
We don't even we never see you from the neck down. All your pictures on social media is the neck up. We never
why
see
can't
you.
he like
No, I got this. I got this.
Audacity.
I got this. I got
They
this.
have all these
Listen to me.
standards.
One thing I'm
They had,
sick and tired.
You know,
I'm sick and tired of women having having specific. Every woman out there does that damn same Avenger pose where she turns her body at a 67-degree angle and then bends one leg to cover the fupa up and then turn the side like this so she don't see the stomach. I'm sick of that shit. Don't sit up here talking about men catfish y'all. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I tried a dating website. Y'all don't catfish niggas. Y'all Moby Dick us. Y'all rainbow trout us. Loudmouth bass us, goddammit. Some of y'all don't even look the same when we see y'all.
The point is not catfishing.
Wait,
y'all don't be that. Yes, I guarantee you one of them got a picture with a freckle.
Triggered right now.
I guarantee you one of them got pictures with freckles, and not none of these heifers got freckles.
I have freckles. Don't do that.
Go like this. Go like this. Use your bangs back away. Go like this.
You need to relax. They're there.
I see one freckle.
You see freckles on my face, but that's not the point.
It's a freckle.
That's not the point. That's not the point. They're not as defined.
My point was.
Go ahead, Kay.
My point is that these men be bullying these women, like trashing them on social media under their page, but you look like trash yourself.
That's
like
what I was gonna say.
You can't be attacking women because they don't look a certain way and she don't have this and she don't have that. But you 600 pounds and can't leave your house.
Like, hold on. So
that's all I'm saying.
He could order a specific
why he's
pizza.
so mad is because he can't leave his house. That's why he's trashing.
No matter what his weight is, he could order a specific pizza or a specific model of car, but he can't want a specific type of woman.
You can. It's. Are you mean about it? Like
Not,
that. I think that's what it is.
People down. That's my point.
Okay.
I have a question about the body.
Putting down.
Please don't entertain that, Kay.
I am not entertaining that at all.
Please do not. I have a question though about the bodies. Like,
you catching
it? Did y'all like when you guys asked about what are the top 3 things that we hear men ask about, and you know, that was flat stomach, fat ass, and then also like natural came right after it. And so it just kind of is a bit contradictory because it's not really something that's going to be naturally attained unless you can get in the gym and things like that. You can more than you definitely can, but it's not just something that's not done without the work. So
you don't want work.
But then if they get on the table, then you're bashing them because they have the flat ass. I mean, they have the flat stomach and the big ass, but it's not natural. So like, can we actually pick a side? Because do you want the natural body or do you want like the Instagram body?
I don't want none of that plastic. I don't want nothing fake.
I mean,
I don't like fake hair. I don't like fake nails.
Tupperware has its place.
Huh?
I've had to learn to compromise.
I have no problem
with a lot of stuff.
I want nails.
You can. I mean, I had to learn to compromise on things. You know.
I want to know what Brian B. Noah is going to say.
I want for the women who go get the plastic surgery. Do they all show them the same picture? Because they all come out with the same. It's like a mold. It's like a Barbie mold. Like they all come out with the same. Like the stomach look the same, the butt shape the same. It all moves the same.
Because that's what y'all men like, apparently.
I don't like it because hold on. I don't like it because they be taking pictures and they need to take videos because their butt be stiff like a picture when they come home, and that's a problem. It don't move the same. It don't.
You ever touched one before?
Yeah, I'm a massage therapist. I touch.
It's so nasty.
All types of.
It look nasty.
It is.
I don't like nothing. I don't like.
It's
hard.
It's like a mattress. It's like a mattress.
And it ain't even a Posturepedic mattress. It's like it ain't even a Posturepedic. Like it's just like ain't even memory foam mattress. Like it's like a bunk bed, like a twin bed.
Let me say something. So the women say that being natural is something that they hear from all the men, right? So if you're hearing that from all the men, how is it that you think that we actually want the Instagram women?
Because
that's the porn y'all watch. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's the porn that y'all watch.
All right,
That's
I'm gonna use
porn.
Drake's line. I like my girls BBW. What's your definition of BBW? Because I
don't know.
seen Drake
I
with
don't
no
know
female
exactly
mustache.
what BBW is. I thought it was a body built wrong. I don't know what the hell. When Drake started saying that, I was like, I didn't know what he was talking about.
I don't know, man. Me personally, I'll be real with you. All jokes aside, I like a woman with a natural body. Like, to me, the thing that's most sexiest about a woman, which is the reason why I'm not a fan of the BBL, is I'm an assologist. Like, the curvature of your ass has got to match the top of your thigh. Like, I do, like, it has to. Like, I know that may sound weird, but like, the curvature of your ass has to match the top of your thigh. And these BBLs are starting to become cartoonish. Like, they really.
Check
Say
this
what?
right. Check the arms too. It's the arms.
All the joints. It's the joint.
Yeah,
the arms, the elbows, the wrists. Check the joint.
Man.
You can see.
I love a woman. Like, me personally, I love a woman with dimples in her butt. We play the itsy bitsy spider all the way up that joint. I love that joint, boy.
I don't know many women who wouldn't want dimples in their butt.
The cellulite. That's how you know it's soft. It got a little cellulite.
Yeah. Have you know what it's like with a woman with cellulite? Have you ever been in your grandma's house and she had that picture of the footprints on the sand?
You gotta finish it. Keep going. You gotta keep going. Finish this, because this is not a good point to stop at. You talking about
the one with the biblical
yeah. Because when you can't make it, that's why I carry it. That's what them dimples is like. They just footsteps in the sand, baby. That's why I carry it.
I was wrong. That's my bad.
Have you ever been at your grandma's house? Like, wait, what? Oh, wow.
Hold up.
I can't.
Good.
Oh, she said a wife is temporary. A baby mama is forever. 100.
That's a bitter baby mama. That's all that is. That is a bitter baby mama that didn't get chosen by the baby daddy. That's all that is. Move her along.
Why you have to say that shit like you Yolanda Adams giving a sermon or something? That's how bad mama. That's all that is.
I've never heard Yolanda say that.
Turn with me in your book.
That's a bitter baby mama. Like, that's exactly what that sounds like.
Turn with me the New Testament. The book is bitch
She
ass.
does sound bitter as hell.
Now, okay. Now, she sounds bitter. Now, listen to this young lady. She said, all of my exes are now married, which might conclude that I've always dealt with decent quality men, but maybe I wasn't marriage material at the time, nor ready for anything that serious. I'm woman enough to think back on stuff, though. See the error in my ways and change. We as women need to put pride and arrogance to the side and try to do better versus always playing the victim and not being accountable for our crap. Exclamation point. She put that there. It'll only help us.
Pick me.
Ace, what you got?
Nah, ain't no pick me. Don't do that. We're not gonna do that to these women who like I was wrong.
No.
First Ace. I don't like that word. I don't like that.
I don't like that phrase.
What you say first?
Don't say pick. Do not say pick. Say select. Say select.
Pick me. The bitch is gonna pick me. And that's what I said. That's given very much like I'm able to do this. I'm able to do this. And so women, you guys should also do this so that we as a collective can be more desirable to men.
Yes.
Yes. That's right. That's right.
Hold on, wait. No. I say yes because if it was a guy saying that and he was talking about all the women he dated and she married now and he came to this conclusion, also yes, be introspective about what you've been doing and be willing to
How do we know those marriages are successful though?
Oh my God!
Look at you now.
Come on, man! Stop moving the goalpost. Stop moving the goalpost. Come on,
successful mindset.
Y'all terrible. Y'all are terrible. Y'all
she said I'm wrong.
I feel like everyone should do that though.
See, yeah, that's my point.
To reflect after they on their past relationships. I don't think it's a woman or man thing. I feel like once you finished your relationship, because no one is fucking perfect in a relationship. You definitely need to self-reflect and figure out where you went wrong and how could you do things differently, you know what I'm saying, for the next one, so you're not continuing to make the same mistakes. I feel like everyone should do that. Don't just keep going from relationship and being in the same damn predicament because you're doing the same thing.
Now, that was a great dissertation. Kay.
I knew he was gonna say dissertation.
Dissertation, Kay, and you said that we all need
I'm working on my PhD. Thank you.
Hey, go ahead.
I'm a PhD.
That's right. Yeah, PhD. Please, him, don't. Listen. So pretty much what you're saying is everybody needs to reflect. Am I correct? Because nobody's perfect, fellas. Raise up. I know this. I'm working my way somewhere. I'm working somewhere first.
For the audience.
Now, everybody, men, raise your hand. How many times have you heard a man say, "She's the one that got away. I fucked that up"? Raise your hand.
How many times, or have you ever?
Oh, man, have you ever? Yeah.
Okay. Now, ladies, in the vein of Kay saying that no one's perfect, how many times have you heard a woman say, "He's the one that got away and I fucked that relationship up"? Raise your hand. 1 out of 4.
Man.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Well then.
1 in 4 women will be getting
1
hurt.
in 4 women. No, hell no, Ace. Put your hand down. Put your hand down.
Yeah, it's already your turn.
I've never heard anyone else say
that. I said that before though on my show. I said that I was one that had one that
Pull
I got.
Pull the tape. Pull the tape. I don't remember. I don't recollect anything.
So you had one that got away, and you admit it.
But I wasn't ready. Like I wasn't ready to.
So
be married.
1 out of 4 of y'all, it proves my point. Okay, the average woman is not going to take accountability because 1 out of 4 of y'all just said y'all have either said or heard a woman say it. 3 of us have heard men say that.
Hold on, Brian.
3 of us.
It's 2 of y'all.
Okay.
Wait a minute. All my exes are exes for a reason. So I left them for a reason. So I ain't never say that. I don't want none of them niggas. But I still reflect on what you
all
said.
of them were the problem.
Next
Each
relationship.
one of them
All of them were the problem.
No, they were the problem for me. There's somebody else.
Wow.
They weren't.
What's your birthday?
Nothing to do with me.
Wow.
I think it's different if you left versus you left.
So my question is this, Kay, in the vein of what you said about nobody being perfect, and this is where I do have some pushback, and I'm ready for all the smoke with it, but I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm being serious. I'm trying to open up a dialogue here. The one thing I notice is that a lot of women break a lot of their relationships up because they're not happy or because this man made a mistake. I'm not talking about the extreme cases where he's a perennial cheater or abusive. I'm just talking about basic stuff where I'm not happy or I'm not fulfilled or things like that. Those are the majority of the reasons why women break up. But have y'all ever thought that maybe because when you do that, you're under the impression or getting the impression that you always make this man happy in the relationship. So it's like, what sense of
leave?
No, I'm not under that impression at all.
Wow. Have y'all ever thought that maybe y'all should just work this shit out?
Maybe I tried that and it obviously didn't work. Nobody's like, you know what? You didn't bring me flowers this year. I'm done. Like, there's many conversations that are had.
A long time with no flowers.
Right.
I'm just saying.
How did his happiness turn to him bringing you something?
No, it was no.
Making her happy should make you happy.
No, my response was
no. She's making a point. She's making a point.
Doug said maybe you should just work it out, and my response was, before a woman leaves, I am more than positive that she's had many conversations with that nigga, and he either didn't give a fuck to make the adjustments or he didn't give a fuck to listen. Either way, I don't know many women, if any, that had one strike with a person they were committed to in a relationship or otherwise, that they were like, strike one, I'm out.
So is it
So
safe
if a
to say?
man is unhappy, he should respect and value himself enough to also leave the relationship.
No. Is
If
it the
that's
fact that
what's not
that's
serving him.
bullshit?
Wow.
Men are just
King,
more
can
committed.
we talk
Men
King?
are more
I'm
committed
just
because we
trying
don't
to
accept
ask.
failure. Men
So-
do not accept failure.
But
So
then
we're
y'all
more
don't have
I agree.
conversations.
I
Y'all don't
agree.
communicate. They don't
No,
Yes,
because
we
it's
do.
men that'll say,
So
"I will never break up with a
stay.
chick."
They'll just stay and be unhappy as fuck and don't say anything.
We
And
ain't locked
that's
that
what
down yet.
Wait for the female to break up with him first.
You know why? We've been taught that it
See?
doesn't matter how we feel,
Thank you.
and you need
Thank
to get
you.
it done. That is a big part
When
of
has
the
a man's happiness ever been a priority in a relationship? Don't
and
worry, take your
not
time.
even just a relationship, but outside of things. You playing a sport, you're at work,
Thank
you're
you.
getting through school. It
Do
doesn't
y'all
matter
really-
how you
Do
feel.
y'all
You
really
need to
think?
get it
Do
done.
y'all really think
So
that
we
we
just
want to
carry that through all aspects
look.
of life.
Both of y'all
Do
talking.
y'all really think we want
No,
to
I need
protect?
somebody that's gonna talk.
Do y'all really think that we're going to protect? That we want to protect and give our life for y'all all the time? Do y'all really believe that?
What? Can you
Listen
rephrase
at
the
the
question, please?
Okay, I'm not gonna. I'm sick and tired of you trying to monitor what I say.
I'm trying to
It's not
understand.
correlating with what we talking about. So
No, it is. No, it is.
Where's
Listen to what I'm.
tonight?
Listen to what I'm saying. There are certain things. There's not a woman in this world, I don't care what y'all say, that does not expect in a relationship a man to protect them. Yes or no?
You just said an absolute. That's crazy.
All right, so hold on. So Ash, you're telling me that you don't want a man to protect you. Yes or no?
Absolutely, but I like guns too, so we can protect each other.
No, don't convolute what I'm saying.
So even when y'all
Don't
got guns, you want him to curl up in the corner while you
I'm saying,
bust your gun?
No, we're shooting at the same time. What's wrong with that?
Wait, because I'm going somewhere with this. Name a one on this panel out of you four ladies. Which one of you, honestly, not to make a joke, does not want a man to protect you? Raise your hand if you don't.
At the point of a man.
What if he was a little guy? Like, what if he was a little guy?
Right.
Ash, wait.
A pocket man.
Wait.
We can fight. Don't do that.
We can fight. You want a man to protect you. Yes, that across the board. Do y'all honestly believe, and I'm telling you as three men on here, I feel safe in speaking for them saying, we don't feel like protecting y'all all the time.
Okay,
we
sis.
Don't.
Well,
hold on. Wait, let me finish. But at the end of the day, our happiness is put on the back burner for your comfort and your safety. So why is it that a woman's happiness is always to the forefront, but a man's happiness is never a priority?
we have to like
How
make
is happiness and
tie this
protecting somebody
together
the same
somehow.
thing?
I mean, we used to live off the land. Y'all
That doesn't make any sense.
more muscular than us. Like, why does this change?
Boom, and Brian, I got him. You see how they trying to switch?
It never made sense.
because it's not correlating.
It doesn't make sense.
It does. You're talking about happiness. Am I correct? Yes, it does. Because at the end of the day, it's just like Brian said. Our happiness was never a priority. It's never been a priority, which is the reason why we do stay there, which is the reason why the average man stays in a relationship he's not happy in, because we've been conditioned, even as little kids in sports.
Well, that sounds like happiness isn't a priority for yourself if you continue to stay in a relationship that makes you unhappy.
The patriarchy
That's
did
true.
that to y'all.
No. Hold on. Okay, when I said that, I wasn't blaming women for that.
I didn't blame. No, I'm not blaming women.
We were saying but I was saying that is why some guys don't communicate, because we've been conditioned. It don't matter what I think.
Thank you. That's all. I wasn't blaming you.
I think
ladies.
oftentimes when men make statements, women hear blame.
Yes, I wasn't blaming you. What I'm saying is, in this day and age, with the way women get in and out of relationships, with the extremes out of it, it is circulated and centered around their happiness or lack thereof. Yet they will say that men are not committed. And my thing is that if men can put their happiness aside to stay in a relationship, to work it out, why aren't women more prone to doing that too?
Okay, if I may, please. I'm just trying to bring this back. I just need to bring this back to the protection thing because it kind of seems like we threw it out there and then it was like, oh, never mind. So I just want to just kind of bring that to. So if I'm correct, you're saying that not all men want to protect women all the time, but there's not many women who don't want to be protected by their man, and so a man is sacrificing his happiness by being with a woman who expects him to protect her, right? That's what you're saying? That's
okay, what I'm saying is this, just to break it down to brass tacks. There are certain roles that a man is expected of from a woman, period. And a lot of times our happiness, when it comes to fulfilling those roles, are not a priority at all because we understand this is what comes along with the territory. Protection is one thing that comes along with the territory. If you and I are together, Ash, and there's a man that disrespects you, you think I want to always be like, yo, let's get it in, because I don't know what this dude does. I don't know what he knows. I don't know anything. And it could cost me my life to protect you. I'm not happy to do that, but I will do it for the sake of protecting my woman. It's not about
not always violent.
Okay, Ash, stay with me, baby. What I'm saying is, when a man no, I'm being serious. No, I'm being very serious here because we got to open these communication lines up. Because my thing is this: protection may not always be violent, but there's always the potential of violence, especially when you have two testosterone-driven men. Like, I'm sure every last one of you ladies have been in a club, and the situation will start off talking, and then the next thing you know, a nigga gets dropped out of nowhere, and he got Timberland marks all over his face. Like, we've all seen that situation happen. And it usually circulates around a misunderstanding about a female. What I'm saying is not every man is happy or eager to jump to protect his woman in those cases, because we're like, yo, we're very cognizant to know that this situation could end up with me losing my life. However, the average man will do that because that's the nature of the beast. What I'm saying is we're not always happy to do that, but we will do it. A lot of relationships end because a lot of women predicate the relationship on solely their happiness or them not getting fulfilled. All I'm asking is, why is that? Why do women usually leave because of their happiness when there's a man there who, honestly, if you were to ask him, there are a lot of things you do that don't make him happy, but he's just conditioned not to put his happiness as a priority to the overall goal or mission of having the relationship.
Baby, I don't know.
Unless he communicates that, right? Because what? Like, if he's not first of all, the protection thing, it feels like it's broad. Like, the person I'm dating now is super protective of me. So sometimes when people say things or do things, he doesn't understand. Like, for me, everything don't need a response or a reaction, but he be ready to go, and I'd be like, hold on, no, because this person disrespected you. Okay, well, I don't feel disrespected, and I don't feel the need to address it. So I mean, I don't understand, like, where the protection and the happiness, because you keep saying men are conditioned. Like, if you're not happy, then leave. Like, that's something that you need to learn for yourself.
But see, y'all are thinking about it. This is the reason why, honestly, and I'm gonna hand it over to you, man. But honestly, this is a microcosm. This honestly is a microcosm of the bigger issue between men and women, because y'all are thinking through y'all lens. Y'all aren't thinking through the lens of men.
I actually agree with you. So after Brian goes, I'll talk.
I was gonna say, I think Miss Fearless Swagger is right. We do need to start leaving. We do need to make our feelings a priority, because, and she kind of alluded to it earlier, it's hard to say that you are genuinely committed to a situation if you're not happy.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel like you're being fulfilled. So there is a sense of we do have to stop approaching everything as duty or mission, especially if the person we're in it with does not see it the same way.
That's just too ideal thinking. It's just too ideal. Yeah. It is. It is not real life. It's not real life. Like, I see what you're saying, Doug, but that's just the way it is. Like, that's just the way it is. Like, you know how many things women just say that's just the way it is? You know how many things we have to accept?
You have to interpret, because are we mansplaining?
Yeah, like it's a lot of it's
you
a lot
gotta
of
interpret
static.
that
Like,
for
get
women.
me to the point. What, like, give me bottom line. I'm a
It'd
bottom
be man
line.
logical to me.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not. You
Like,
know, so
go ahead,
Ash, since you
Ash,
understand, maybe you can, kind of tie it together a little bit more,
I don't know. I think it's like a straw man argument because he doesn't have the other side. And I think that's what you're saying. It's like he has this fleshed out example of what men have to do that they don't like, that makes them unhappy, without the other side of what we're doing that's the same. It's an assumption that we don't do the same. And it's levels to everything. Like, sure, you should be happy.
The same what?
But let's be honest, like
sacrifice.
No, she's
sacrifice.
She's talking about the duties that a woman does. And it's not a straw man argument. What I'm saying is, I was just speaking from the vantage point of a man.
But you saying eggs was woman stuff.
If a man can't make eggs,
you say eggs was woman stuff.
If a man can't make eggs, what type of man are you?
You know what I mean?
Make eggs.
At the end of the day, I feel like people need to have a conversation before you get into a relationship to put out your expectations. Like, this is what I need. This is what I need. Can you fulfill my bucket? Can you fill mine? If not, then you need to dip out, because all that I'm holding in my secret stuff, I'm holding in how I feel, that's dead. Like, if you can't tell me that you're not happy so that I can at least try to make adjustments, not change, but make an adjustment so that we can mesh together, then get the fuck. Like, we need to have adult conversations. We want to be in an adult relationship.
Let me ask you this question. Are you more knowledgeable now, before or after your marriage, about what would make you happy in terms of a man?
After.
Okay.
I got married super young. So I now have the knowledge that I feel like I am ready to be married. Back then, I left because I knew I wasn't. I didn't have the tool belt that I have now as far as relationships. But as far as now, I have enough, experience to know now I need to have these certain conversations in the beginning before we even push past the talking phase, before we even get into serious phase.
Are the chances that he was also not ready?
My husband?
Yes.
I honestly can't answer that. I left. He wanted me to stay. So I'm gonna say yes just because he's not here to defend himself. So
May I ask a question? Was the ending of your marriage, was the ending of your marriage over infidelity or abuse? Okay.
No.
So, okay, good. So it pretty much leads me into my question. Even though you weren't ready for marriage, vows say through good and bad. Do you not feel as though you had an obligation, since you made that vow and that commitment, to stay even though it was bad? That's the reason why I asked about abuse and infidelity. Those two type of things right there, I can't fault any woman who won't leave. I really can't. But when it comes to just basic irreconcilable differences type shit, I have an issue with that. And I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'm just asking. If that was the
I'm just saying I was young. I was young then, so I didn't understand that type of level of commitment. I didn't take my vows seriously because I was young and I really wasn't ready for marriage. I didn't experience the things that I have experienced to know, okay, well, maybe I need to try to have a different conversation, approach things a different way to try to make this work. I was out because I was in my 20s. I wasn't fitting it. No.
So do you feel as though that, because according to the stats, 70 to 80% of divorces or breakups are initiated by women. And like I said, let's leave the drastic examples of it with abuse and infidelity. Do you feel as though the average woman may not take her vows or her commitment in the relationship as seriously as they should, which is what leads to a lot of them departing?
I can't answer for other women. I don't know other people's marriages. Like,
no,
I can't tell you what other women are doing.
No, that's the reason why I wanted to take out.
In general, like in general, I feel like people get married for the wrong reasons. Okay. And so no, they're neither man or woman is taking their vows seriously.
Okay.
Because I'm getting married because this person can do this for me, or it looks good on Instagram, or this and that. vows aren't being taken serious by either or.
Okay, all right. And like I said, I'm not trying to trigger anybody. I'm just going. I'm a big research person, so I do a lot of research and stuff like that. And I just noticed that the stats show that a lot of breakups or a lot of dissolving of relationships are initiated by women. And hearing what it is you just said, I guess that was my correlation. But it's not to try and trigger anybody. I mean, I know we joke a lot, but it's never to disrespect anybody. I just feel as though the biggest thing, especially in the Black community, between the Black men and the Black women, is that we have a lot of conversations that need to be had, no matter how uncomfortable they are. And I don't think we want to do that because everybody wants to be heard. Men want to be heard, women want to be heard, and nobody wants to listen. So I just want to listen right now and understand what drives women the way that they drive men, and what drives men the way that they drive us, so we can finally come together and get past this Grand Canyon style divide between us. Because it seems like it only affects our community the way it affects our community. So that's my only thing. So thank you.
Who on the panel has, like, as a child or maybe a preteen, teenager, did anyone ever sit you down and tell you how to engage the opposite sex? You know, or how to treat them, or how to respect yourself in regards to them, like give you instructions on how to be a girlfriend or a wife?
It's mainly how not to let them treat you.
Okay. So there's no mention of what your actions should be.
My mom was more so what my actions should be, what a dutiful wife is, and yeah.
I just watch my parents. They've been together for 40-something years. So I look at that as like there are things, aspects of their marriage that I wouldn't want for my own. And then there are aspects of their marriage that I would want for my own. So, but as far as like dating and stuff, my mom had 3 boyfriends. This can't help me.
Sorry.
Wait, what?
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait,
what?
Wait.
Yeah, I know I wasn't the only one that caught that
like
shit.
during the marriage, or like 3 boyfriends? Then
no, I'm just saying in her lifetime. Like my dad is the third one. That's what I'm saying. So it's like when I try to talk about.
If I'd have asked that, she'd like, shut up, Doug. You know what I meant. That's the reason why I ain't saying nothing. I wanted everybody else because my mama just had 3 boyfriends, even though she's been married for 50 years. So it's like,
no, not like that. Y'all, I'm tired. Like my eyes is like, but no, just in a sense, like even when it comes to talking about dating, like I tell her all the time, like it's not like what you experienced back in the 60s and 70s.
No, it's the Wild West out here now. You gotta.
It's very, very different.
I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's different because times are different. But in the 60s, 70s, women were starting to come out as well. You know what I'm saying? Like with women's liberation, they was burning bras and shit. So that dynamic of women going their own direction existed then, like it exists now. It's just intensified now.
And may I ask a question? Why does it seem as though you desire? I hear a lot of women say they desire to be married. You know, they desire to have those long-lasting relationships. But the eras in which those relationships were long-lasting, they always have such a negative outlook on them. Like, yo, this ain't the 50s, this ain't the 60s. But yet our grandparents and our parents, and in your case, Fearless Swagger, have been married forever. You know, and granted, their marriages aren't perfect, but they've worked through them and they've lasted. Why is that it seems like women kind of have this negative outlook on the old type of relationships, even though those are the type of relationships that they desire?
Okay, so in my family, there has been marriages that have been long. There have been marriages where we thought they was marriages until one of them died and found out that they never was married. They just was living together for 50-something years. So, and then in some of those marriages, like a lot of my uncles married whores, like they did. Now they stayed with them for 40 and 50 years, but but they endured things of like not like some of my cousins. They're not really my cousins. They don't know that, but my family knows
Are they
that.
watching this?
I don't care because half of them I don't speak to no more anyway. If they really want to know, I tell them the bloodline. I don't care. But it was
like
that's
power.
why they call me Fearless Swagger. But it was people that were together for 50 years, but the whole time the wife cheated. You know what I'm saying? Or had kids outside of the marriage, and I feel like that is what we are seeing now, like with the truth coming out about some of these marriages that lasted so long. So people have like this negative outlook, like, well, I'm not staying with nobody, and they gonna keep cheating on me and doing all types of stuff, and just for the sake of us being together or the image that we need to uphold. But then you do have some marriages, like people, like my parents have been together for, they'll be 44 years this year, where it wasn't cheating going on and infidelity going on. You know, they endured other hardships that it's like, okay, you can overcome those. But when you are literally watching someone cheat, and even as an adult, still see the same person that's been with my uncle for years, still cheating and bringing her other men around, and everybody's turning the other cheek like it's not going on. Like that will turn people off from being married.
Maybe at this age, if they are still cheating, maybe it's not turning the other cheek. Maybe it's dementia.
There you go.
Well, my uncle, he passed away now, so I don't consider her my aunt no more. She ain't in the family no more.
Well, I mean, a lot of times, I mean, I don't know that situation specifically, you know, but sometimes we don't know what the conversations that they have. Like we have a view of a relationship, but we don't know what they've discussed.
Right, or what they've accepted is going to be
I think that's the reason why.
With her because my grandmother told him that not to marry her, and was like, if you move her to Baltimore, you're gonna give her a bigger playground. Katie made it lie. I'll rest her so.
Is it just me, or does everybody grandma have a 3-letter middle name? My grandma's name was Dora Lee. Dora Lee, Katie May, like, hey, grandma, yeah, you would, boy. Ain't nothing like a Pentecostal grandma. All right.
So we need to continue this conversation. Y'all need to come back.
Yeah.
Let's get y'all social media. Let's start with Kay.
At Petite China Doll 5.
Your page private?
Yes.
It's not private. Petite China Doll 5.
No wonder. Now it makes sense. What's your background?
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure that shit out all night long. I'm like, did she want to be a geisha girl or something?
Kimono.
Hell yeah, I've been sitting up here. I'm like, we got Lucy Lou on
I
the
usually
program.
do a lot of my posts in kimonos, actually.
Look at that. Another interracial relationship.
She want to show everybody she know how to use chopsticks.
Just stab it.
I do not use it.
Fearless Swagger.
You can find me at Fearless Swagger. I also am one half of the DMV Vibes podcast. We are live from 6 to 8 p.m. on Sundays. Also live under my page at Fearless Swagger. So that's where you can find me.
Shout out to Miss Pink. That's my girl. Shout out.
Oh, listen,
shout out to Miss Pink.
You don't need H.
It's Ace Almighty 2 underscores on all social medias and the Ace Almighty on TikTok.
All right, Ash.
I only have Twitter, and it's at Ashley Bird with a Y. BYRD.
I love your hoodie, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God, thank you so
much.
Yo,
I got it right this time.
Brian be knowing.
Follow me on all social media platforms at Brian be knowing.
What's up? Y'all can follow me at VTHE Doug DOUG Bennett BENNETT_01. That's right.
Yo, y'all did a perspective last week?
No, let's do it.
All right, check it out.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Don't no man want a woman who don't pay bills. You help make the bills, then you need to help pay the bills. Your poom poom is not currency. Get a job, lazy.
Well, one thing I like to say is that I love the fact that we are getting back to our roots in the church, because only Black people can clap on beat, no matter what the lyrics are. So I'm glad we're getting back to our roots in church. Amen. For the Bible says that he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. One of those favors that you need to ask of the Lord is send me a bitch that will pay bills. Understand me? But if that ain't the favor that you're going to ask for, then you need to accept what comes along. Amen. I say men want a woman to help pay bills and say coochie isn't currency. Oh, I don't know what type of loving you done had, because I done paid for a lot of stuff when I done slid my card through that slot. You understand me? So what I would like to say is, ladies, continue to use the currency that God gives you, because it is the gift that keeps on giving, and it never, ever gets declined. So continue to slide that American Express. Slide that MasterCard. As a matter of fact, if that man is looking, call your box Discover. Amen. And it will continue to be the gift that keeps on giving. Praise him. Amen, amen, and amen again. This little sermon, if you enjoyed it, please cash at me at $69.69. I got a book that's coming out that says, girl, if God ain't opening his mouth, then what you saying something for? Amen, amen, and amen again. Praise the Lord. Praise Jesus. Lift your hands if this sermon has touched y'all. I'll do it myself. Amen. Lift your hands. Praise his name. Praise him.
All right, that was Doug's perspective. Nempathy show. Ladies, thank y'all for coming through. All right, yo, check us out. SmokeBreakLive.tv. Wednesday, we'll be on live in the Smoke Break. Peace.